Hey, weird one, Alex. Is your sound going out? I can hear me. I can hear you.
Your sound is not going out.
I can also hear Andy.
Good. It's just me then. Is
Oh,
this
it's probably your
Are things better
input there.
now? The little
Yes.
light is lighting up, so I'm gonna assume this little light of mine means I'm shining again.
Yes, you were broadcasting.
That's good. Welcome to Freedom League Dark in the Multiverse of the Master Mage, a show that is very well run and efficient, as you can see. Uh, yeah, just all the
Well-oiled
things.
machine.
Very well oiled. Very demure. Um, we're playing an episode tonight called "The Lonely and Gone," and I'll be Alex. I'll be doing something back here all night. Don't pay any attention to me. Um, we've gathered some high vis heroes today. Say, ho 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 ho, heroes.
Ho, ho,
Ho
ho,
ho ho
ho,
ho
ho.
ho, heroes!
Heroes.
I'm very confused. It's not Christmas.
No, I'm making you guys do Minnie the Moocher over the course of the month. Last week was Heidi 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 Hi.
Heedy, 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 hee.
But it should be Odie, 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 O, not ho, ho,
Are
ho,
we
ho,
re-recording?
ho.
What does the fox say? Like, what is happening?
There's the story of Minnie the Moocher. Kevin, have you not heard this story before?
I have not heard this story. No.
No, that's fair. Uh,
Very, very demure.
yes. Shoot, folks. Here's the story of Minnie the Moocher. She was a red hot hoochie coocher. Had $1 million. So, I don't remember all the words. Anyway, I want to give everyone a chance to tell us a little bit about themselves, the character they will be playing, and have them answer my question of the day, which is, who's your favorite street level superhero? And I will kick it off with Kevin.
Rude. Hi everybody. I'm Kevin. I'll be playing OD the OP. That's Overdrive the. Never mind. I'll let Deuce do this pizza bashing. So anyway, yeah. So we're back and we're tearing it up, Freedom League Dark style. I'm a little bewildered because I don't know who Minnie the Moocher is. My favorite street level superhero. Gee, I don't know. Like when I was a kid, it was Spider-Man, but like, is he really street level? Like he's been Captain Cosmic and all that stuff? Like, I don't know. Let's go back to Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends days. We'll say he's street level. Kicking it over to Jonesy.
Hey everybody, my name is Jonesy. Tonight I'll be playing Mortis, our living dead guy, the Guardian of the Crossroads. And as far as the question of the day, my favorite street level hero is Arsenal from DC Comics. He's actually one of my favorite characters no matter what level, but he definitely does some street level stuff. So with that, I'll kick it down to Calvin.
Hey everybody, I'm Calvin. And tonight I am playing Bowman, the agile archer with the awesome array of arrows. As for my favorite street level character, I mean my default answer is usually Batman, but again, that comes with the question of how street level is he? Um, so I guess I will just say Batman whenever he gets rebooted. And then with that, I'll pass it over to Andy.
Hey everyone, I'm Andy. I'm here for our superhero shenanigans, and tonight I am playing Resonant, our resident gem mage. And to answer Alex's question of the day, it's Nightwing, 100%. No ifs, ands, or buts.
I'm shocked.
I know you're completely and utterly aghast.
The surprise face.
The surprise face. Shocked Pikachu everywhere. Deuce, your turn.
Howdy, everybody. I'm the Deuce. I am the Roy Clark to Kevin's Buck Trent of the Untold Stories Project. And if you know, you know. If you don't know, do yourself a favor and look it up. Treat yourself something nice later on. I'm playing the friendly neighborhood Gator Man. Take a gator and take a man, shove them together. There you go. It didn't take me long to answer the question of the day, though. Street level can only mean one thing: someone who lives on the streets, dies by the streets, is on the streets all the time. And we've been there. We're bringing them back. All four wheels, all four of the time. Herbie the Love Bug, baby. Street level all the way. So with that, we'll go back to Alex.
Pass.
No. No, you don't get to pass on the question today. It's your question.
No, just I need a minute.
Oh,
He has to follow that up. That's the
See,
problem.
see, Deuce, if you would have given us a heads up, we could have all gone like Kit, Knight Rider, you know.
yeah.
Uh,
It could be orange drop cookies all over again. But
this is
no,
true.
had to be a lone wolf.
I'm sorry. Next week, tune in for everyone's vehicular hero. That's the question today. What car has a crossbow mounted on it? What Mad Max vehicle is there for Calvin?
A whole bunch of
I
vehicles
think-
with mask.
Yeah. Or even G.I. Joe. There's got to be one that's got a crossbow mounted on it.
I'm
we
sure
can
there was
find
a
one.
Yep, I'm sure there was a J. Joe one too. Yep.
Jonesy, you gonna take the hard rockin' one from Mad Max? It's just a wall of speakers and a flamethrowing guitar. I mean, I'm here for it. It's metal as heck.
Yeah.
Alex still hasn't recovered, so I'm gonna stall more. All right.
I'm trying to think of who would Herbie the Love Bug fight.
Crime? Anybody? All right, think of this. 8 bank robbers rolling in. They've got the money. The people are scared. They're crying for help. They run out of the bank to try and get away. And what happens? Run over by a VW bug. Hero.
No.
Grave Digger, the
Herbie's
monster truck.
Herbie is the getaway car.
Oh.
Oh,
Uh,
Except that he's not the getaway car.
Herbie in a domino mask, and they all just end up in the trunk, stuck together like a clown car.
it could be a team up with him and the van from Knight Rider and
The van from the A-Team. Yeah.
the A Team and the flying car from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Christine.
No,
Okay,
Chitty Chitty
wow.
Bang Bang.
And of course, Alex took it super dark.
You wanted a villain for Herbie. It could be Christine. There you go.
Or the A
And
Team
Car,
or
the
the
night automated roving robot. Who could forget Car? I guess everybody. All right, never mind that.
I mean, I was gonna say Airwolf, but we also had street level, so.
Can't bring
There's always a
Alex out to
flyer
a car fight, Calvin.
I
That's not cool.
Alex is now regretting his decision to ask this question.
Mission accomplished.
Jonesy, are you thinking of the 18-wheeler from Maximum Overdrive?
yes.
Oh,
What's up?
did someone
As a-
say overdrive? Oh.
As I date myself.
I led this off with Roy Clark and Buck Trent about dating ourselves. It's a worrisome thing.
I know who Roy Clark is. I have no idea who Buck Trent is.
Kids.
All right. Well, I think with that. Oh, and my answer to the questions. Daredevil right now. Sometimes Batman. Sometimes the question. Actually, probably the question. The question is going to be my answer. That's my final answer. Locked in.
Your
Which-
answer to the question is a question? Which question?
All of the questions. 31st
We asked-
flavor. Its purpose, sinister.
We asked 100 comic book fans who their favorite street level hero is. Survey says. Oh,
If I gave the answer to the question, I get a red X from Steve Harvey. Okay, well, without further ado, I think that's probably a good place for us to jump on in. So, last time on Freedom League Dark in the Multiverse of the Master Mage, our heroes had a big undead kaiju fight, and it was the coolest thing ever. They managed to triumph over the Batman Who Laughs, but not before Bruce Wayne sent their beloved Centuria somewhere else in the multiverse, replacing her with the Praetrix, who is now stuck in the DC universe in a science cell, and probably won't be a problem for us going forward,
Probably.
theoretically. Big air quotes around probably.
we keep leaving
After
our problems in
freeing-
other dimensions. We're winning.
After freeing Bruce from the machinations of Eldritch, our heroes tracked Eldritch's nefarious plan to Nanda Parbat, the sort of realm between the living and the dead, where they came across and ensorcelled Ramakrishna, who provided a stiff fight to them until they talked her down and expelled Adrian's influence from her. Also, the ghost of Ra's al Ghul got blown up, which was really awesome. Afterwards, they managed to secure young Damian Wayne, making sure that they had access to the blood of the immortal despot, and Adrian could not. They returned to Earth Prime and began devising a plan for taking the fight to Adrian once and for all, after learning that his nefarious headquarters seems to be somewhere in the dungeon dimension. So, we rejoin our heroes as they have decided to have a conversation with Glimpse. They had a little bit of time in the Nerian Nexus while Sala arranged the meeting, and we rejoin you all as Sala is leading you down to where Glimpse is currently hiding out in the Nerian Nexus.
Okay.
And Sala will lead you down a bunch of winding corridors until you wind up in one of the lower levels of the Nerian Nexus, and he will open the door, revealing a mirror maze beyond.
Resonant will look back at the rest of the group. We don't all have to do this.
Are you
But-
suggesting we split up?
Well, I know that there were other things everyone had to take care of, but I don't mind the company.
I don't want another of us to disappear.
Yeah. Okay. And so Resonant will head on in, assuming with everybody following her.
The last thing we need is Evil Resonant, and for me to pay off the longest con ever with Andy Phoenix 2.0.
Oh,
You
Not a
shut
thing.
your whore mouth.
that would be so much fun.
Stop, Calvin. What are you doing? I think Calvin's been replaced by a pod person. That's twice tonight he's encouraged the madness. No. It's not good.
Season 3, the Pod People season. All right, well, as the door opens to the mirror maze, you are all free to step in, and you find yourself in an almost endless expanse of mirrors, sort of twisting and winding in on themselves, casting infinite reflections of yourselves back at you in various states of morphing or distorted images.
Wait, one of us, there's a group of us that are Power Rangers?
Yes. Probably.
I mean, there was a whole magic season, so.
Y'all keep pouring gasoline on this fire. I don't understand.
Does the fact I'm the Green Ranger seem a little on the nose?
Yes.
Okay.
Glimpse? You here?
There is almost the imperceptible cracking of glass as the mirrors seem to almost focus their attention on you when you ask that question.
Oh, that's not good.
And some of your reflections stop reflecting your actions and begin watching you as you're making your way through the maze looking for Glimpse.
Okay.
Give me a perception check, Resonant.
Okie doke. 27.
With the 27, as you're sort of scanning through the different reflections, you're pretty sure you do catch a glimpse of Glimpse standing behind one of your resonant reflections. His
Okay.
sort of jagged, glass-like fingers kind of wrapped around her leg as he's poking his head out from behind her hip.
I will stop and kind of kneel down and look at the mirror. I just have a couple of questions.
Why have you come here?
And she'll pull out the glass batarang and put it on the ground in front of the mirror. Centuria, the one that replaced our Centuria, was hit by this and replaced by the Praetrix. I thought these things could only be used by someone they were given to, not used against someone else.
That one was not given freely.
Wait,
It
I
was
thought they
taken.
couldn't be taken.
they're not supposed to be able to be taken. And getting a closer look at Glimpse, he looks like he has been through something.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of the glass that makes up his body is almost fogged. There are sort of micro fractures that you can see up and down. And you think that that glass battering may have been ripped from his physical body.
What did Adrian do to you?
He took what he needed. Enough of me to get rid of each of you.
Just like Adrian to use someone else's abilities to get what he wants at this point.
I didn't want this to happen. And you notice the hand that he's been minding is missing its 5 fingers.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell us what happened to Centuria? And she'll kind of like push the batarang a little bit closer to the mirror, like trying to offer it back to Glimpse since it seems to be a part of him.
Yeah, the mirror will sort of warp and distend as he reaches his stump out through, and there's the excited noise of glass crinkling against stone as the battering sort of re-emerges with his hand. Then he shudders. She's in a dark place. A place with very little reflection. And she's alone.
Well, she's not unused to that. But we can't leave her there for too long. Tell me we have a way of pulling her back from there.
I don't know. This wasn't supposed to be possible. And the probability, it's not a choice. It's you use it and then it's random. I don't get to choose where you go or who comes or who switches. Adrian might know.
And Adrian has one of those for each of the rest of us.
Except for Bowman.
Look back at Bowman and look back to Glimpse. Why not Bowman?
I only had 5 fingers.
You have another hand.
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe he doesn't think Bowman's a threat.
Notice
She'll
that.
she'll kind of guffaw a little bit, knowing how much of a threat Bowman is to everything that we've come across.
I guess he didn't ask his self from Anti-Earth about that.
I think he was too busy reprimanding him for all the failures. But how can we protect ourselves against what Adrian took from you?
Give me an insight check.
Insight 43.
I'm just going to stop asking you to make insight checks.
All the insight. You get an insight, then you get an insight.
I
You
mean,
get the
I can roll a natural one.
You get the impression that Glimpse is aware of a way to do so, but it would hurt him very badly. There's almost like
I don't want to.
I don't want you to have access to that information.
Gotcha. Resident will push a little bit. Glimpse, if he does what he says he's going to do, all of probability is going to cease. There won't be anything until everything comes crashing down because of what he's trying to hold back by creating this one dimension.
I might be able to extend the protection I have for myself against this to you all.
I can help you with that if you want.
You
You
would
tell me
have to
what.
you would have to take enough of me to keep all of you safe. I don't know that there would be anything left of me after that procedure.
Okay. Then let me look into some things and see if there isn't a way that we can borrow and not use. We still, she'll look back at the group. We still have the probability shards. At least she's pretty sure that she has hers, and so does Overdrive and Mortis. Bowman never got one, but she'll look at her two oldest teammates.
I'm getting that vibe like when we almost had to sacrifice somebody to save the multiverse. This is getting to be a regular thing. I don't
Yeah, I
like
know.
it.
I know. Me neither. But you still have the shard.
Yeah.
She'll look up at Mortis.
I believe so.
Those you gave to us freely. If there's some way we can use those to protect ourselves.
I don't know. Maybe.
Are you willing to work with me to find out?
He just quietly nods and looks down at his feet.
Okay. I'll set a mirror out where I'm working. You can come find me.
If you do it in the house, I'll know where to look.
I'm not planning on leaving the Nexus. There's a lot that has to be done before we go confront Adrian.
And the resonant reflection sort of leans down and gives Glimpse a hug. And the two of them will sort of wander off into the mirror.
Resident will kind of stand back up and dust off her legs as she does so, and kind of looks at the rest of the group. Okay, I guess I've got my task. I'll have Solace see if he can contact Warden, find out if he knows where Adrian is in the dungeon dimension. I don't expect this is going to be a short process, though.
Is there anything that the rest of us can do to help?
I probably need the other two shards that Glimpse gave Overdrive and Mortis. After that, I I don't know. I I'm trying to figure out even where to start with this.
In that case, I could use some assistance with something from the rest of you if we're on the clock now. Or off, rather.
What?
Uh, a case in Southside that at first I thought was just a normal missing persons case, but may involve magic, and I don't want to rush into a situation I'm not prepared for. Last time that happened, I got 2 arrows to the chest.
And a baseball bat to the ribs.
Yeah, at that point, I didn't actually feel the baseball bat that much.
So there's a bright side.
Not sure that counts.
Well, I'm not much use for magical things, so maybe I can help you with your case at least. Magic on the side.
Magic on the side has kind of been our last couple of years.
Yeah, I know.
In any case, there have been some people going missing from around Project Custodian. 10, last I checked.
10?
I'd been looking into it in our downtime, what time we had on this Earth, but I wasn't able to reach any specific conclusions until last time we were here, when Sophie pointed out that one of the new hires is capable of casting magic. Something that I had missed in my own investigation. I don't know that the two are connected, but
And Sophie told you this.
not Sophie of our Earth, but the nice one.
Hmm. I'm getting a multiversal headache. Well, I guess that brings us to a starting point at least. I mean, I assume that Mortis could probably help Resonant with magical things.
You need help tracking people down? Yeah, sure, I got your back.
There you have it.
And Bowman just gives a cool guy nod. Grateful for the assistance because he doesn't want to get his butt kicked again, just in case.
You're like 4 power levels higher now. You'll be all right.
Famous last words.
It's not like I'd make you fight as 2 speedsters at the same time again. Not while Deuce is here.
It's more. More
And you got
speedsters.
a speedster, and you got a speedster.
Oops, all
Everybody gets a
speedsters.
speedster.
Welcome to the Flash
Oops, all
Wars.
speed-
Just glue them down. I'll take care of the rest.
You got it.
All right, sounds good. So we'll go there and keep in touch if shot gets weirder, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And let me know if you guys run into something you need our help with.
Will do.
We'll be fine. When have we ever gotten into trouble? Don't answer that. I would rather you didn't.
She crosses her arms in front of her chest and just kind of pops her hip and looks at you.
I haven't had enough time to get in a lot of trouble yet. It's okay. All right. Sounds good.
Miss Violet says use the in case of speedster gang arrow. It's just an M16.
I don't like that the gospel of Deuce is spreading. I'm not fond of it. I'm not fond of that at all.
From such humble beginnings, we've gathered our flock.
Overdrive, I have some errors to test.
Great. I think I better help Resonant.
Yeah, that's fine. Run away from us. Want to see how they work and you get shot in the back. I mean, yeah, no problem. Sending character points to Bowman now. Okay.
All right. So, Bowman, Overdrive, and Gatorman, where are you all heading to begin your investigation?
I guess we should look over Bowman's notes to see what he's already started putting together and see if we can get a starting point from there.
Bowman's notes would say that um, back after we had dealt with Anti-Eldritch, he ran into someone named Gregory who told him that there were at least 10 missing people from the Southside area in the last 8 months. Because we had gone after an 8 month time skip because of Barovia.
Yeah.
Um, and they had all disappeared from Project Custodian. And then, like he mentioned, yeah, later Auntie Sophie mentioned that one of the new quadruplets that he had hired is capable of doing magic.
You say they disappeared from Project Custodian. They were at the project when they disappeared, or they were involved in the project and disappeared somewhere else?
That I don't know. I assumed they were like at there. I don't know if they were on like staff or something.
Presumably, they were people who were receiving aid from Project Custodian.
And were they last seen at the project, or did they disappear while elsewhere?
I think it was a last scene thing, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Hmm.
And the other thing, maybe call your contact and see if any others have gone missing since we've been out.
That would be a good place to start. But my contact knows Fletch Beaumont, not Bowman.
Any other connection besides Project Custodian that they had in common, maybe? You see they're off on the south side from a particular neighborhood in the south side? Did they all...
They all do seem to be sort of poor off people. A lot of homeless, a lot of nobody would miss them if they went missing sort of deals.
Hmm. Look over the list. Is there anything peculiar about the order of disappearance? Youngest to oldest, oldest to youngest,
It doesn't
five
seem to
men,
be
five
anything like
women,
that.
every other. No patterns there.
No patterns there.
Maybe.
Bowman, give me a investigation check as you're sort of looking at your Project Custodian files.
Investigation. That is that's a 26.
With the 26, you're sort of going through the files. You do realize that all of the people who went missing, the last person they spoke with at the project was Juliet Jupiter, who is one of the quadruplets.
Suffering Shades of Titan City, Batman. Am I off the rails with the last name Jupiter ringing a bell all of a sudden?
Do you have expertise Freedom City?
Hold on. I got some weird expertise of some sort floating around here. Where is that? La, la, la. Expertise journalism or expertise nether war?
Give me a journalism check.
28 with the old nat 20. Ka-ching!
Jumping nat 20s overdrive.
Yeah.
Because you got a nat 20, you do recall there being a just sort of putting the last name Jupiter together with the quadruplets fact. You do know that there was a Dr. Lawrence Jupiter in Emerald City who had 4 girls. His specialty was metahuman genes and cloning.
Oh, science and magic. Lovely. Always my favorite combination. I will point that out to the rest of the investigator crew.
Well,
We got some of those Emerald City people on speed dial. Like, I don't think I was actually there for that crossover, but I think that happened, right?
not
Yeah, I mean,
the
you could probably call a Stormbreaker if you want.
Normally, I would call Professor Cephalopod, but I believe he is on a sabbatical of sorts. He's on vacation.
I
I
don't,
Is
yeah, I
that
don't
like
know the ones you probably want to talk to over there.
like Forrest Gump on vacation? Where's Daddy? He's on vacation.
Kind of, yeah.
I suppose I could call and see who we get in contact with. If nothing else, though, there is the Bow computer, which, with the information
I'm
you've
sorry,
got,
wait, what?
the the
Bo
Bow
computer?
the yes, it's a computer that I have in Overdrive. You've known me long enough. You don't need to ask these questions.
I guess I must have sped right past it because, wow.
It's the Comboter.
Is there a cave somewhere?
No, it's a more like a bunker. Like call it the
Okay.
Quiver.
Quiver. Yes, I do recall that name now. Oh boy.
Has Overdrive never been to the Quiver?
I don't think I have.
Well, you were gone for a while.
Yes. And then we went to Barovia for a while.
Well, in any case, we can take the Bowmobile to the
Oh,
Quiver and check the Bow computer, and we'll see what we come up with.
Unless you just want to run beside the car.
I mean, I don't want to crowd the, passenger area there. Gatorman's tail needs extra room.
There's only 2 seats.
Yeah, so I'll run beside the car.
Oh.
Gatorman's got
If
the Gumbo Mobile.
if you get tired, I got a lap. You're fine.
I don't think I'll be tired, but thanks for the offer.
But yeah, Bowman will, I guess we'll try the computer. If it doesn't work, we will reach out to, I guess probably Crucible would make sense. But we will reconvene to the Quiver. And on the way over, Bowman will just, let Jason know that he's back on Earth Prime. Check that Jason is okay, and just tell him to keep up the good work in school that I assume he's doing.
Yeah, I keep saying
he's
that he's
not-
okay. Those are checks I shouldn't be cashing for Aaron. Jason's having the best time. Nothing bad has happened all podcast.
I mean,
Yeah.
objectively untrue, but
Grab me 2 bananas from the kitchen on the way out. Sounds great. Let's go.
no, he will just, just make sure Jason's doing all right, even though he assumes that's the case.
Automatic reply is just a hot pocket.
Fair.
Is there a hot pocket emoji? There should be a hot pocket emoji.
Hot pocket dinosaur kid waving.
All right, so you make your way back down to the Quiver. You guys check the Bow computer. What are you checking on the computer for?
I
Vis-a-vis
guess
Emerald City.
researching, was it Lawrence Jupiter?
Yep. Give me another investigation check. And if either of the other two want to aid, that is 100% cool.
I'll take assistance. I don't want to mess this up again.
Yeah, in Overdrive, you can aid with the journalism skill if you want.
Okay, yes, I will do that.
Roll on that big old 2 for an 11.
Hey, that's a successful aid check.
Oh, I rolled a 3 for an 11.
By your powers combined, you've given Bowman a +2 bonus to his
That's what we call minimum effort. It's the anti-Deadpool.
Sweet.
Bowman working his butt off. We're just like bare minimum. You're doing great, guy.
You're trying to figure out how the salmon ladder works.
I'm over here making popcorn. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a label maker. I'm just putting bow dash whatever it is, and we'll
The
sit
bow
by
chair.
the bow chair next to the bow table.
The Bow Mouse. The Bow Mouse pad.
Oh, that joke that Batman tells Robin to check the battery because something's losing power. He goes, "What's a Terry?" Because it's bad. It's bad.
You guys just left Bat Terry.
That's Terry Bat. It's not quite the same.
Ah.
Oh, wait, didn't they come with us, actually?
Yeah, they did. They're not here right now, but yeah, they're back. They're still on Earth
No,
Prime.
they're just chilling out.
Yep.
Kid psychopath is staying in the dungeon.
Okay.
Weren't they going to Farrowburg?
Right. That would
They're
make
probably en
sense.
route to Farrowburg now.
Okay. Not a thing we have to worry about then. With the assistance, that's a 35.
With a 35, you're able to discover that Dr. Lawrence Jupiter led a very lengthy career at Morgenstern Labs. He was there for about 30 years, during which he pioneered a lot of research into cloning and into how metahuman genes pass down from parent to child. And he sort of very publicly had quadruplet daughters, most of whom went off to live regular lives, but there was Juno Jupiter, who was sort of his protege who followed in his footsteps. Dr. Jupiter seemingly retired from public eye about 5 years ago and has not been seen since.
Juno Jupiter
Mm-hmm.
is protege. And retired. Sorry, was it? How many years ago?
About 5 years ago.
And Bowman is just wondering, how did I miss this?
Yeah, his 4 daughters are Juliet Jupiter, Jasmine Jupiter, Juno Jupiter, and Josephine Jupiter.
But there is a Juliet Jupiter.
There is a Juliet Jupiter who works at Project Custodian.
Juliet, Jasmine, Juno, and
Josephine.
Okay. But those aren't the names that Bowman had for the quadruplets that were hired. Because
No.
I do have different names here. Okay. Hmm. Can I figure out where his current residence is?
With a 35, you are able to uncover that he currently has a penthouse he lives in Freedom City on the south side.
Really? Well, let's go pay the good doctor a visit. We can follow up on this lead, or at least scout the place out, see if he has anything that we should be concerned about.
Yes.
Although I did want to follow up with Gregory as well. I was going to ask if you two could investigate, but I think I should be there.
Oh. Do you have some sort of
Yeah. Bowman.
aeroplane to get to this penthouse, or are we taking the elevator?
It's called the boat plane.
Oh. I throw away a label and start making a new one.
Aeroplane was right there.
It's true.
I
it
know it's
was.
better, but it's significantly better.
So the plan is for Bowman to go check on Gregory and Overdrive and Gatorman to go talk to Dr. Jupiter.
I mean, we can all stick together. We don't have to split up unless we need to. You think we're on a time crunch?
We do have limited time. We don't know how long this situation with Glimpse is going to take. And if something comes up, we're talking about the entire multiverse here.
Again.
All
I
right.
would like to devote more time to all of this, but unfortunately, we have to do the math on it, so.
The next game I run will be the low stakes game.
Yeah.
With the lighter tone?
Lighter tone.
I didn't
Sure.
say that.
No.
Lies and deception.
Twice
It's all
as
lies
dark,
and deception.
half as
How
important.
can you I can tell Alex is moving. That's easy. His lips are moving.
All right. Well, meanwhile, back at the Nerean Nexus, Resonant and Mortis, you are working on solving the glimpse problem. What is that? Where do we rejoin you guys as you're preparing?
Probably in the library. Resonant is going to be looking for books about probability. Um, and she'll look at Mortis and say, I wonder if there's a way that we can use the original shards that Glimpse gave us and turn them into some sort of. I mean, they were already mirror shards. Can we turn them into reflections to reflect Glimpse's probability? Not even it doesn't even have to be back at Adrian, though. I mean, that would solve our problems, but maybe not. I'm just trying to think of just a way that we won't be caught unaware like Kate was.
I mean, possibly, probably, but oh, I don't know.
I mean, that's the whole thing, right? That these are the shards Glimpse gave us. They're endless possibility. It was it's whatever we asked for, it would find and bring forward. Except Adrian's perverted it by taking it from Glimpse and has a single purpose. It has no probability. It has a fixed outcome that's supposed to happen. So how do we cancel out a finite solution with endless possibility? I mean, the two are diametrically opposed.
It is. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm hoping there's something in the library that can help us figure that out. And talking with Glimpse and I don't know, maybe there's something with the crossroads. Maybe there's something there. Because the I mean the crossroads in and of themselves are a a way station between or even a nexus point between multiple underworlds. And that's a I don't want to say that it is a probability, but isn't it similar in at least in some way?
Definitely divergence point, but I mm, I'm at a loss here with you know, how we can
Oh, I didn't
shift the
expect.
belts.
Yeah, I didn't expect this to be an easy task. So let's just start researching and see what we can come up with. But at least maybe those are two starting points, right? What is a divert? What can we do with a divergence point, and how can we combat or reflect a decided on distinct outcome with probability of multiple things happening? So that's what I want to do, Alex. I want to start looking at books, seeing the house can help because it knows what we need. Um, but trying to basically see if there isn't a way to use the shards that Glimpse gave us as a form of protection, specifically to nullify a fixed outcome by overwhelming it with with possibility.
Perfect. The house will provide you with books about chronozoids. It'll also provide you the books that Adrian was referencing when he was communicating with Glimpse.
Okay.
And you'll have lots of stuff to start diving into, spooling through.
Okay.
I won't make you guys make a check at this point, but it's good to know that you'll be sort of poking through that stuff.
Yeah. And then if there's anything that we can come up with as it relates to like the crossroads from that as well, I'm probably leaving as much of that up to Mortis as I can, since that's his area of expertise. As long as that's okay with you, Jemsy.
I have a weird ass thought.
Well, let's go with it. I don't mind.
I can get to the underworld from here, which means I can get to Hades from here.
Okay.
Who else can I get to indirectly through the crossroads? Can I get to the Fates?
Yeah, there would be access pretty much any underworld through the crossroads.
Well, they're a little outside of the norm. That's why I figured I'd ask if that was something that would be doable or not.
Yeah, I don't think they're bound by the pact, so I think you would be able to get access to at least communicate with them, if not interact with them directly. What do you want to talk to the Fates about?
If there's something that we could, some guidance they can give us about using the shards and or tipping the strands of fate in our favor when we deal with Eldritch, since he's trying to basically short circuit the loom of fate and change destiny for everyone.
Awesome. Are you going to take one of the shards with you when you go to communicate with them?
Yeah, I have mine on me, so
Mortis goes to talk to the Fates.
use at 11.
Yeah. Resident, are you going with him, or are you going to hang out at the Nexus?
No, I'm gonna stay at the Nexus.
I tell you my crazy ass idea before I leave, though, just in case.
Yeah. She will she'll cast a magical tracking spell just to basically, know if he's in trouble, and she might have to yoink him back.
She low jacks me.
Yes, with your permission, of course.
Multi-universal life block. Or life alert, sorry.
Well, that's a little bit of a misnomer because he's only half.
I fall and I can't get up.
Okay, I'm sorry, multi-universal unlife alert.
Middle life alert.
Help my midlife's in crisis.
All right, well, that's exciting. We're going to check in with Mortis and the Fates in a little bit.
No worries.
Yep.
Gatorman and Overdrive, you arrive at the penthouse of Dr. Lawrence Jupiter. It's in one of the nicer buildings in Southside, sort of overlooking the ocean. Very nondescript.
But it's here. Wait. He's in Freedom City or Emerald City?
Freedom City.
Okay. I got a little distracted by that talk of Stormbreakers and whatnot. Okay.
He was famous in Emerald City, but he seems to have retired in Freedom City.
Okay. Well, I guess we just ring the doorbell, Gator Man, and let's see what happens.
I mean, you're the one everyone knows and loves, so yeah.
Not everyone.
What
Some
a
people
panel.
don't like speedsters.
What mad lass would that be?
The door opens up, and there is a gorgeous blonde woman with a little blonde baby on her hip. She's got a wrap in her hair, and looks like she's in the middle of cleaning up. Hello?
Hi, we're from Freedom League Dark, and we have some questions.
Sure. Come on in. What's this about?
Well, We're looking into some disappearances from Project Custodian. Almost 10 people have disappeared. And well, we were wondering if you might know anything about it.
Not being polite, I'm Xavier. I hold out a hand.
Sorry.
Elbow overdrive.
Your name is Xavier?
It's nicer
Sorry.
than saying Ham Gator Man.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know how you do
I'm
this
overdrive.
stuff.
Oh,
Okay.
this is probably not a good assignment for the two of us. But anyway.
It's the best assignment for the two of us.
I just love the comic book panel of Gatorman and Overdrive in the door.
Calvin is happy about the results.
Yes, I'm sure Calvin
Bowman,
is.
maybe less.
And it's red and green. Christmas came early.
I'm Janet Jupiter. It's nice to meet both of you.
Yes, nice to meet you as well.
Let me just put little Larry here down, and I'll come out and answer your questions.
Larry Jupiter. Yeah, yes, that'd be fine. Thanks.
And
Jeez,
she'll go put
Xavier,
the baby
where are
down.
we going with this?
I'm going to try and trip them up, and then they reveal their evil plan, or we get completely fooled. I don't know. Why do you think they named the kid Jack?
His name was Larry.
It is. It's Larry. I don't know why they didn't use another J name. Unimportant.
Oh, yeah. You are a good detective. Like, you picked up on that.
The nose knows. While she's gone, take a big whiff at see if there's other people here besides the four of us. Woman, kid, and me and Overdrive.
Give me a perception check.
Sure. 34.
With 34, you get the impression that there is another identical smelling person in the room that she just took the baby into.
I'm willing to concentrate and or spend a hero point. I do have accurate and analytical and a lot of other things that are cool like that. And I can smell into the past. How identical are we talking? Like, hey, it's my sister, or hey, it's
Attack of the
we were made with
Clones.
the same egg. Yeah.
You think there might be an identical baby in the room that she just took the baby into.
Oh, two babies.
But she was only carrying.
Yeah, one got fussy. It was just her and two kids that I can tell.
And it
Right,
doesn't
so
smell like there's a lot of traffic in this place.
Is this the one that we think is magical?
I don't know if they're all magical or one.
I'm getting a headache.
There was a specific one, and I'm scrolling to remember
With all this
whose it
alliteration.
was.
It's hard to stay focused.
It's Juliet. It's always Juliet. Even if you find the note and it's not, it's Juliet.
Because I feel like Bowman would have at least said who. I just don't remember where in my notes it is. It's before we did. Oh no, I just wrote down one of them. Shoot, I did not make note of the name.
You might not have. She might not have known. If I'm
Also
recalling
true.
right.
Yeah, because it's
Or
not
it's-
like she.
It's Bowman. He doesn't understand that they're different people. It's just
And this is the only Jupiter that works at Project Custodian?
The four of
three
them do.
All four do.
Yes.
Oh, God.
There was one who basically took Sophie's job, and then the
Right.
others had their own like expertises.
And one of the four is magical?
One of the four.
At least one of the four.
At least one of the four.
You ever see that movie Scanners where the guy's head just explodes? Okay.
That might have been my intention when I was writing this scenario.
Yeah, I was kind of getting that vibe. Yeah.
Alex is just fucking with us. There's nothing nefarious going on. But Janet will come back out after a little bit. Sorry about that. Can I get you
no
guys
worries.
some water or anything?
I'm good, but I don't know if Xavier needs a drink.
Sure,
I
it
think there's
sounds
some
lovely.
lemonade.
Water's fine. You're helping us out and talking to us, so it's great.
Yeah, of course. And she'll go get a cup. Gatorman, also with your perception check, you don't smell anything that indicates that a 70-year-old man would live here.
Right. He said very, very sterile.
Yeah, no Bengay, no Werther's Originals.
Hey, I like Werther's Originals. Oh,
None of those strawberry candies in the strawberry wrappers.
Nope.
A bowl of peppermints that has become one peppermint over time. Oh yeah, we'll wait for her to come back and yeah, take the water. Thanks. Um, so yeah, some people have gone missing. Just figured you're connected or you've worked with Project Custodian, right?
Oh no, no. My sisters do.
three of them, correct? Or four?
Four of my sisters work there.
So how many siblings is that altogether? Just curiosity.
Give me an insight check.
Like an insight check? I call the powers of resonant.
Resident has abandoned
Are you
you.
kidding me?
Not doing a whole lot better.
Well, I'll roll it in real time. We'll see. Both of you, both of you succeed on this check.
I feel totally vindicated.
She noticeably pauses at that question, looks at the both of you like she's trying to figure out if you've already asked somebody this question.
Interesting.
And she says there are 6 of us total.
And so, four work for Project Custodian. That means two of you do not.
Yes, I mend. I live here. I take care of the kids.
Or with the doc.
No, my father owns this place, but he passed away a couple years ago.
Oh, condolences.
Sorry to hear that.
That also seems like a falsehood.
Hmm.
He did a lot of impressive work. I was from Emerald City. Yeah, he had some fame there.
You weren't one of the Morgenstern experiments, were you?
No, more of an accident.
Sorry to hear that.
Not like when life gives you lemons, become an alligator. So
Yeah, my other sister Joan, she's still in Emerald City. She works with Morgenstern.
Hmm. Well, I apologize, but um, perhaps we're wasting your time because unless your sisters are sharing lots of stories with what they're seeing at work, the odds of you knowing anything are probably not great.
Yeah, we don't talk much. They're very excited about the work they're doing, trying to make the South Side a nicer place, and they really like working with their boss. What's his name? Fitch.
Fletch, I believe. Fletch. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of looking
Okay.
awkwardly at Gatorman, like
so
5 of them in the city. We pick the one that doesn't work.
yeah,
Worst
well,
detectives ever.
yeah. Sorry to. I mean, by the way, is the little one's that yours? Cute, by the way. Adorable little tyke.
Yeah. Little Larry. He's a good kid. He's 18 months now.
Yeah, he's big for that age. Just I guess his dad's staying here too. I take it. Not to pry. Just
Oh no, there's no dad.
Interesting that you went with a non-alliterative naming convention. Or is that just like a
Oh, I named him after my dad, Lawrence.
Okay, makes sense.
Kind of curious if like dad's gone, like top
Uh,
town.
no, it was artificial. Used a donor. Didn't need a dad around.
Yeah. I mean, quadruplets and twins run when you use fertilization therapy, right?
Oh, there's only one kid. I don't have twins.
Oh,
Or a mistake.
my apologies. I thought I heard another little crime. I must be hearing things.
Must be. If there's nothing else, I think I've got some things I got to get up to.
Yes, no worries. We're sorry to bother you. Thank you for your time. Let's go, Xavier.
Yep. You don't. I guess you don't talk to the sisters. They'll ask if they're down at Project Custodian. We'll head that way. But I guess you don't know, or if you haven't talked to them, then if you do, just tell them we stop by.
I'll be sure to.
Appreciate it.
Have a good day.
She closes the door sort of forcefully behind you guys.
Oof.
Suffering shades of Stepford Wives. What the hell was that?
Uh, I mean, do we just punch her and haul her in, or what?
What?
She's not. There's two kids back there. She's
Okay.
obviously lying.
Okay, well, lying is not a crime, unfortunately. And what's gonna happen to these kids if we just lock her up for lying to us? Like,
Oh, I don't know. When people are going missing, maybe I don't trust the evil I don't know. They're evil, but
We risk the kids
Well,
too.
crap.
I mean, uh, call up Bowman quick and see if he can tap her line to see if she tries to call them since she hardly ever talks to them. Let's see if we can catch her in something more significant.
It's probably not even a real name. Hold on. Get out ye old cell phone. Call the bow phone.
Yes, it's called that.
I know I labeled it.
You've reached the mobile,
Jesus.
Oh wow.
the mobile, mobile. I was trying. Yeah, whatever. Speaking of Bowman, you were out on the streets looking for Gregory.
Yes, Bowman would not well, he would show up at Project Custodian as Fletch. Um, he would arrive with I was trying to find like a specific place he would get food from, but I couldn't think of anything. But he would show up with like catered food, and he would try to mingle, look for Gregory and slash or Juliet.
Awesome. Well, as you're bringing the catering in, will you give me a perception check?
29.
So as you're bringing that in, as you're sort of scanning the area of the sort of entranceway you're coming into, you do see somebody who looks like Gregory, but if Gregory's whole life was the opposite of the last time you saw him. He's very well dressed, very clean cut, seems to be helping out with a clipboard, helping a couple other people, finding access to resources and the like. Looks like he might be volunteering here at Project Custodian now.
Well then Fletch will put down whatever tray he's carrying in. Put it down on a table or something, obviously. And then make his way over to Gregory and just say, thanks for your help, Gregory, right? It's been a while, but
Oh, no, my name is Jack.
I'm sorry, I must have gotten you mixed up with someone else. You're not friends with a Mark Arbor?
No, that doesn't sound familiar. I'm sorry, does Juliet know you're here?
Well, this visit was unscheduled. I was actually going to go look for Juliet. Is she in at the moment?
I think she's up in her office, yeah. Who are you?
Oh, Fletch Beaumont the third. My name's on the on the lease.
Oh,
On
the
the
money
building?
guy.
I don't know.
Um, well, it's nice of you to come down here. Yeah, I didn't even know you made personal visits like this.
Well, I have been busy with work, but whenever I have time and I'm in the city, I like to drop by.
Jesse says my name's on your paychecks.
That is what he should have said.
I'm a volunteer.
My name's on the lease is a pretty good indication of how high up the food chain he is.
Yeah. I can go get Juliet for you if you'd like.
No, don't worry about it. You're doing important stuff here, and I don't want to disrupt you. Just keep up the good work. And he will just put a hand on Jack's shoulder and just give like a quick once over. Like, as far as he can tell, this seems like Gregory, just completely different.
Yeah. Yep.
And he's being honest about not knowing the name Gregory or Mark.
Give me an insight check.
Okay. I'll take the 23.
You get the impression that he is being as he believes this to be true. And you didn't notice any sense of recognition when you walked in. Outside of him saying, I don't know who you are, you think he genuinely didn't know who you were.
Well, briefly consider hiring a publicist. Then uh Fletch is going to head to Juliet's office and maybe have like a small memory flashback to when that was Sophie's office.
Well, as you head up, you do see it is, sure enough, used to be Sophie's office. The door is open. Juliet is behind the desk. Looks like she's clicking away at her keyboard. Uh, she looks up. Oh, Fletcher. What a pleasant
He,
surprise.
he's polite enough to knock, but will enter anyways. Yes, I was in town. I actually brought some food. You should partake if you want anything. I think it'll go pretty quickly. There's a place in Southside that I wanted to support.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think the volunteers will definitely love that.
I actually wanted to check in and see how things are going.
They're going great. We've had a massive influx of volunteers coming in to help. Everybody who's been coming into contact with the project has had marked improvement in their lives.
It's good to hear. Because I was actually hearing some rumors about the place.
Oh, I don't like to lend credence to rumors. What'd you hear? Something on
Oh,
TMZ?
I don't either. My father ran a newspaper and he understood the importance of truth.
Well, the only rumor I've heard about involves you and my three sisters and I. And I don't think there's any truth to that, is there?
No, no. Uh, those things
Bowman, you dog.
come up from time to time. I should have warned you, it comes with the territory.
I think I got it from uh, Playboy newspaper man.
Yes, one of our competitors, Playboy News Rivalman. But Fletch he will enter the office and he will close the door behind himself. I just want to make sure that people here are safe and that they feel that this is a place that they can go when they need something to rely on, something stable when they might not have anything else.
I can assure
So,
you that's what's happening around here.
good, because if there's stories of people going missing around here, people who show up to this place and then suddenly they're gone, it would make me really uncomfortable.
Oh, well, you don't need to worry about that.
It was just the briefest Fletch squint.
It's a bow squint, and we all know it.
Well, without the mask.
It's less impactful with actual human eyes.
It's those weird reflective lenses that get him every time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but he will, just to push a bit, just say, "Oh, by the way, I ran into a gentleman named Jack downstairs. How long's he been working with us?"
Just a couple weeks now. He's a new convert.
And I just want to just do a quick insight just to see if anything is pinging on her expression at the moment.
Give me an insight check.
Ooh, this feels actually important. I'm gonna spend a bow luck point on that.
A bow luck point.
Dang it. Well, it is 24.
24 is pretty good. Let's see if it's good enough. Her perception, her visage is almost, it's impossible to read as you're sort of trying to get something from her.
I want to spend another luck point. Could I?
Yeah, you may.
Okay. Look, I don't want to get fooled again.
We won't get fooled again.
Fool me once, shame on you. Uh, Woof. All right. Well,
Oh.
deserved. Well deserved.
Oh.
24 again.
Oh,
Just missed.
That was an 11 on the dice. Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
worst reroll total possible.
If I had a nickel for every time I was betrayed by a secret magic woman at Project Custodian.
I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that keeps happening.
It's these magic women. He just keeps falling for them. First it was 7, and then
Juliet,
Black
will
Black Magic Woman? Is that the song?
You're a black magic woman.
Juliet will sort of just walk up to you, put a hand on your cheek, and she'll, don't worry about it, okay? Everything is okay. We're taking care of things here, and as long as you keep the money coming, everything is going to be fine with the project.
well, that is good to know. If you do want to join me downstairs, though, I think people might just, want to see a more familiar face around. Apparently, people don't remember me here, and I think that's on me for being away so often.
Well, you did disappear for 8 months.
Yeah, I was just really tied up with business, and unfortunately, my brain was just kind of in a fog the whole time.
This is Freedom City. People disappear for 8 months at a time all the time.
Daedalus, for one.
At least you brought the milk when you came back. It's all that matters.
Oh.
Look, Fletch, if this is, if you're getting bored of this, I understand. You don't have to keep showing up. We've got this under control.
No, the resources that I've been fortunate enough to have, I want to make sure that I do some good with them. This is important to me. No matter what happens, no matter where I am, or what else may be going on in this neighborhood, this place is very important to me.
Well,
but like I said, I think people might want to see you downstairs if you'd like to join me.
Yes. Then her cell phone rings.
Dang it, I was trying to get her out of the office.
As Bowman's cell phone rings. Shortly thereafter.
Yeah, really, as Bowman's cell phone rings.
Yeah, that's so bizarre.
How bizarre. Oh, sorry. This is my sister calling. You mind if I take this?
Oh no, go right ahead. Don't
Yes, I died.
don't let me disrupt you. I'll be down in a moment.
And that's around the time Overdrive or Gatorman call Bowman.
And finally, we have Don Da Don and his son Dun Dun Don.
Um, she's gonna stay in the office and take her phone call, isn't she?
Yeah, it's her office.
Dang it. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's her office.
I I have an idea, and I might have to power stunt it, but I am gonna answer the phone.
Oh, the funnier idea is like you hit the FU button. He sent us a voicemail.
Bowman is going to be walking into whichever room is the next room over from the office, but he will answer the phone.
I'm just saying it's really weird that she's got two kids and isn't going to own up to, oh, hey, man.
Uh, as if this room is empty, he will just answer with, "Did you find anything?"
Maybe. How many sisters are there? Like, I know there's 4, but did your background check show more than that?
Those were the ones I picked up on.
She
Oh,
says
so he
there's
doesn't know about the other two?
apparently not.
Bowman's on speakerphone.
Yeah, 100%. We're in the hallway. Like, we're not.
Yeah, they haven't
there's
even
no-
left. They're just outside Janet's door. Yo, dog, this
Perfect.
bitch is crazy.
And they
Feel
didn't
free to
even
correct me if I'm wrong, Overdrive. Nope. Okay, yeah, we're outside the door.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I would have
Look.
expected them to at least move towards the elevator.
Nah, we're not that
Nah,
good.
that's not
I
how we
hate
roll.
being a detective. This is the worst. Can we go back to punching aliens?
Yeah.
Except Overdrive's the reporter.
Well, like a sports reporter, it's not the same.
Right. You got to get past this. There's
Look, investigative journalism is dead. We just regurgitate social media. Welcome to the 21st century.
Oh,
if he was a
Lord.
TikToker, I would hate him even more, and he would be more accurate.
Look, ChatGPT does all my investigating for me.
But it's true.
Oh, so yeah, I don't know. She seemed like she was lying out both sides of her
She
mouth and
was
maybe her
lying.
butt. Yeah, I know, right? I don't know. She said that she's like the 5th sister, and there's a 6th sister back in Emerald City, and she had a kid, but there's really 2 back there. She just said, no, there's not, and I was wrong. And I don't think that's true for a minute. And no one even lives in that room. Like, it's sterile as fuck. Like, I was sniffing around, like, mm-mm. You'd expect it to smell like formula or diapers or something. No,
What
it
kind of
smelled like
vibe
a
she lied
lab.
about her dad being dead? That was weird too.
Oh, yeah, he said her dad's been dead for years.
Somebody
She just-
brushes past you guys in the hallway carrying their groceries.
Do they look familiar, like another clone?
Is she blonde? Hi. Always go high.
An alligator
they
and a guy in a superhero costume are standing in the hallway having a conversation.
It's
On
Freedom City.
speakerphone.
yeah.
With the guy
They
with the
do
weird
not
voice.
look like Janet, and they do not look like they want to get engaged in whatever you guys are doing.
That's
That's
good.
fine.
Good to both.
Yeah. Citizen? I don't
Citizen.
Look,
don't
man,
know how to do the
I did my
superhero
Sam's
thing.
Club run for the week. I don't want whatever this is.
I get. Did you get like the little chocolate brownies? Those things with memory. You have a great day. All right. Oh yeah, that's where we're at.
well, that certainly sounds even more suspicious. And with Dr. Jupiter's involvement in cloning, seems like an obvious guess that these.
Oh no, she cloned the kids. 100%. She
Wait.
said it. She said there's no dad.
Wait. Right.
Yeah.
But Dr. Jupiter, what's his first name?
Lawrence.
I guess the alliteration thing's a girl thing. All right. Anyway.
Meanwhile, Bowman is prying a vent cover off in the next room.
Yeah, so how are things going in your neck of the woods? That's what we got. And Overdrive said we can't go in there and take her hostage because it would be bad for the kids and CPS would
Yeah.
get involved.
Yeah.
It would also disrupt the investigation, although it may already have been. I tried to contact my lead here, but he apparently is going by a different name and has no memory of our conversation.
I don't
So
know.
either
There's a lot of
he's
clones
been
running around. Maybe it's not him. Maybe it just looks like him.
that was my guess, that he's either been replaced or had his memory wiped.
Are you sure they're cloning people? They're not like pod people. Do you have space? Did you hire space aliens?
It's not impossible at this point.
Dad was a
Um,
genetic scientist, and at least one of the daughters does magic. Like, this is all kind of screwed up.
Right.
and there's probably some sounds over the phone as Bowman like is heaving himself into the vents because every vent in this city is big enough to fit a person.
Are you going through a tunnel? The hell?
So Bowman, you go to start climbing into that vent. Will you give me a perception check?
Oh, really? Dang it.
As Juliet Jupiter has wonked Bowman over the head with a candlestick,
31.
or attempted to.
You
So-
definitely hear somebody coming outside the door. There's sort of a heavy footfall.
Ooh, then as quick as possible, Bowman would like to leave behind a spy arrow.
Roll for
Uh,
initiative. We'll see if you get in the vent before this person finds you.
okay. Bowman's one good initiative roll in his entire life will happen right now. Oh wow, actually. 24.
I only got a 9, so you're able to get in. You slip into the vent as the door opens and you hear very heavy steps outside. And you drop a spy arrow. And as you crawl into the vents and we're having this conversation, it's about 8:30, so let's go ahead and take our quick break. And then we'll check back in with the Fates and with Resonant, see what's going on over there.
Ooh.
Okay.
So we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Thank you, everyone, for bearing with us while we ran off for our quick break. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. I'm having a lot of fun with all of these J names and these japes and this nonsense. Our heroes have spent some time this evening communicating with the Chronozoid Glimpse, trying to get some idea as to where their friend Centuria has been banished to, finding out that she is somewhere dark and alone, which is kind of par for the course for their Centuria. They also find out that Adrian took the shards from Glimpse himself, using very dark magic that wasn't supposed to be possible. But Adrian, again, interested only in taking magical power to further his own means instead of cooperation or goodwill or any of that fun stuff. Resonant and Mortis have spent some time trying to cook up a ritual that could protect them from suffering a similar fate to Centuria. And Mortis has gone off to discuss with the Fates about some possibilities for the probability shards. So we'll check in with that in just a moment. Meanwhile, the other three heroes got to go to the Quiver for the first time in Overdrive's case, and have been conducting their best impression of a street-level investigation, with Gatorman and Overdrive going to Janet Jupiter's penthouse to talk to her and her baby, and maybe interrogate her poorly. And Bowman headed down to Project Custodian to confront Juliet Jupiter and see if he could get into touch with his contact, Gregory, who was a homeless man who was working alongside Project Custodian. And he seems to have gotten his life turned around, but is now going by Jack and has no memory of Bowman. Bowman just slipped into the vents to try and spy on Juliet Jupiter and to evade notice from the person coming into the room to have a discussion with him. And we are going to jump over to the Hall of the Fates, where Mortis has emerged from the crossroads. Mortis, this is a chamber, sort of almost at the very center of the crossroads, where various underworlds converge, and you can clearly see the skeins of fate, sort of these gold tapestries that fill the space for as far as the eye can see. At the center of which, there are three young women. Well, a young woman, an old woman, and a middle-aged woman, who are all spinning at the same loom.
I slowly start approaching. So I have to yell. That would be rude. And as I get close, or close enough where I think they can hear me without me yelling, I will oh, great ladies, may I have a moment of your time?
They pause the spinning as you begin to speak.
And I will actually bow to the fates because I am not stupid.
The three of them will stand. Sisters, we have a guest. The Master Mage of the Underworld. Well, it is very kind of him to make his way down here after all this time. We were beginning to suspect that we didn't know what was going to happen with you, Mortis. And the three of them sort of stand, and they bid you to stand as well.
Approach a little closer, and thank you for allowing me an audience, my ladies.
Please, it's the least we could do. You saved us from the Nether War, and are in the midst of saving us from the Master Mage. And they raise their hands, and a little table will appear that has 4 seats, a little tea kettle that is recently boiled and steeped.
Not good. I'm not too one to be rude, and I will take a seat, and yeah.
Well, this one has much better manners than the last Master Mage of the Underworld. Sugar, and they'll sort of lift the little spoon up for you.
Thank you for your kindness. Speaking of other master mages, and that is one of the reason I have sought this audience today.
Yes,
So
you come to us looking for protection from possibility.
suspected you might have already known the reason for my visit.
Well, get the shard out. Let us see it.
I will pull forth from my cloak the shard and carefully place it on the table as to not cut myself.
Curses! Foiled again! Here comes Project Freedom Mortis from the 90s version.
All the pockets.
And a machine gun for some reason.
That
And
shoots
as
arrows.
the and shoots arrows. As you pull the shard out, it catches the light of the skeins of fate, and the whole room is dazzled with this almost like disco light of gold pricks that fill the space. And the three of them, their gaze is fixated on it as they sort of delve into the infinite reflection. This is a fascinating object you've brought us. And one of them will pick it up and they'll sort of look deeper into it. Sisters, you could see endless looms. Looms turning in on themselves and reflecting and changing and moving. This is very different than anything we've ever devised, young man.
It comes from the place outside of normal space.
The grand tapestry of fate. The very thing the Master Mage seeks to disrupt. This tool could be used to help protect you from slipping in and out of our grasp. It will take us some time, but I do think we can make up a protection for you and your allies.
Most kind of you.
Well, we would like to continue to exist, so this is a sort of a desperate action we're taking.
Well, I believe at this point we need to do anything we can to help stave off the impending crisis.
Give us time to work with this, and we will be able to forge a protection for at least you. If you have any other of these shards, we should be able to forge one from each shard that you bring us.
See what else we have access to.
I'm sure Resonant will appreciate this.
That's my hope.
We only ask for one thing in exchange.
What is it that the ladies ask?
One of them will reach into her cloak, and she will pull out one of your wedding invitations you haven't sent yet. And she'll slide it over to you with an RSVP yes for the three of them.
We won't be impending on the pact.
Oh, we are not goddesses, dearie. Merely transcriptionists.
Noted,
And I
Joseph.
believe fate has quite an interesting day in store for you that day.
It's a religion and honor to have you attend my wedding. We'll pick up the RSVP invitation and just kind of mutter, "Oh my God, I hope Nick doesn't freak."
Hmm.
He's gonna freak.
Of course he is. Mortis is freaking out. Who are you kidding?
And yeah, they will send you on your way to go reunite with Resonant.
Well, I will speedily hurry along the way back across the crossroads.
Excellent. Resonant, back at the Nerian Nexus,
Mhm.
Sala will come into the library where you are.
Resident's got her head in her hands. She's just like, there's almost too much to go through.
Yes, I'm afraid that has often been the case with Adrian's research. And these chronozoids are frustrating creatures on the best of occasions.
I mean, this is the best. I mean, Glimpse isn't wholly himself after what Adrian did to him, but he wants to help.
And I admire you for finding a way of allowing him to help that doesn't end in his death.
There's been enough of that, hasn't there? And, I mean, the whole
More
thing
than
is to
enough.
prevent more. It's just, it's overwhelming.
While I have you by yourself, speaking of that topic,
Uh-oh.
I I don't think Adrian should walk away from this alive.
It's not a lot.
I respect your decision, whatever you decide, but I fear he may be too grave of a threat. The lines that he's crossed and the power that he's absorbed, I fear anything short of a permanent solution is going to be dangerous for all of us forever.
I understand where you're coming from. I do. He's, I mean, it feels like everything that has happened since he disappeared, since he left the title of Master Mage to Seven, it feels like it's all been leading to this, doesn't it?
Yes.
But why? What what did he see? What could he have been working on that would lead him to this decision? It doesn't,
I ask
it's
myself
not,
every day, why didn't I notice, or when did this happen?
it really is like he's not himself. I know I didn't know him as long as you and Seven did. You especially. But the Adrian I remembered wouldn't have done any of this. Couldn't have done any of this. I I want to believe that maybe this isn't him. Maybe it's some version of him twisted by the multiverse. Maybe even by, and she's gonna uh point to the Batarang. Maybe even during his research on the chronozoids, maybe he accidentally cut himself. Maybe something happened. But I don't want to just I don't want to kill him. I can think of another way that we could maybe work this out, but I mean the cost of that might be worse than the alternative.
And Sala sort of nods. I, like I said, I trust you to make this decision. I'm too close to it. But I can't help but think that maybe this was always who he was.
Then
I
he
remember what he
lied.
did to Sophie. I remember his rationalization, his explanation that she was dangerous and that she wasn't fit, and that it was better off if the world didn't know that she could do magic. I remember hundreds of those little compromises. And I've never seen you make one of those. And I think maybe that's what a master mage is supposed to be.
Maybe. I mean, it feels different. Adrian only had himself to rely on, and you and Seven, and but the majority of the issues he dealt with were primarily his and his alone to deal with, right?
Yeah, the Freedom League wasn't as involved with him as you guys are with them.
I have the others. It's a little bit easier when you have the responsibility to share. I, Sala, I respect where you're coming from. And if it comes down to it, if that is the only option, let's just hope it's not, okay?
Yeah.
Have have we heard in from the other team that went to the world of toys?
No, I haven't gotten any messages from them.
Can you see if you can contact them? I want to make sure everything's okay. They I know it didn't seem like it took too long for us over in Terry's world, but I kind of would have thought they'd been back by now,
Oh,
or at
they're
least
not you
letting
guys.
us. True, but
I'll go see if I can get in touch.
and see if you can get in touch with Warden too. We might need to get to the dungeon dimension, or find out if there's some area of the dungeon dimension he can't see.
I'll reach out.
She'll reach out and kind of grab Sala's arm, slide her hand back to his hand and squeeze it before, squeeze it, hold it for a second or two, and then let it go.
I'll take a big. I'm not going to cry in front of the children. Sniff. And he'll go off to make some phone calls. Speaking of phone calls,
Oh boy.
Oh Lord.
Bowman, you're in the air duct now.
Ram.
Did you throw a spy arrow down?
Yeah, his plan was to go into the room closest to Juliet's office, open up the vents, get in there, and then put a spy arrow where he could pick up sound from the office.
Give me a stealth check as you crawl through the vents Arkham City style.
Mm.
Also, Calvin, what are you making the Freedom City Bowman game?
You know, I I really should be. Um, I think 20. I mean, God, I could do way better than that.
That is a 5 on the dice.
Uh, no, this is critically important because this can help later. So, yeah, this is a very important roll. 37 stealth.
Oh,
That's pretty good. Pretty
It's
good.
what he does.
Got to roll a perception check. Never mind, I can't hit a 37. So you have very stealthfully infiltrated the ducts, and you have hidden the spy arrow somewhere handy.
And then,
When you come up through the ducts, you're spying into the room that Juliet is in, Juliet's office.
um, if she's still in there, I mean, she was getting a phone call, so yeah.
Yeah, it looks like she's still on the phone.
Can I pick up anything interesting? Or is she...
Give me a
I mean,
perception
she's
check. She appears to be speaking in a hushed whisper because she thinks that you're in the other room.
27.
It's pretty good. Be better if you rolled above a 10.
Would the spy arrow help at all?
Uh, Even if it did, I was going to give you a +2 bonus.
Okay.
I got a natural 20 on my talk quietly check. So, Bowman, you're craning your ears. You've got the parabolic microphone on the spy arrow, but there's almost something mystically quiet about the way she's speaking.
Um, well, I'm just picturing a panel where a shadowy Fletch narrows his eyes from the opposite side of the vent as we see from where Juliet is standing. And he is going to
And the
just from
speech
there.
bubble isn't like wingdings because it's magically quiet.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, if he's not able to pick up on anything, he'll just leave the spiral behind, hope that it works later, and start moving his way back if those heavy footsteps are gone.
I'll let you keep your 27. They don't sound like they're gone. They sound like they're sort of stomping around that office.
Mm. I mean, I recognize in a video game it's possible, but can Bowman turn around and try to see who is in there?
You know, the playtest material that I'm working with has a skill called flexibility.
Ooh.
So go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Oh, okay. I'm good at that. Wow. Well, 20.
Well, it's a good thing you guys got high points on your skills because the rolls are not here today.
Seriously.
Bowman, you are able to twist over yourself and you sort of come sneaking back up to that duct. Down below, you see one of Juliet's sisters, the one who works in construction for you. This is Jasmine Jupiter. According to the name tag on her jacket. And with one arm, she sort of lifts up the heavy desk, looking to see if you're underneath it, and then she'll set it back down.
Okay. Bowman will wait, because if he pops out of the vent, that's even more suspicious, and she will probably find the spy arrow. So he will just hang out in the vent and hope nothing gives him away.
She does not seem to notice you, and after some time, she gives up and leaves the room.
The exclamation mark has worn off. The yellow warning label has worn off. She goes back to green and leaves the room.
A little
Must
Skyrim
have been the
eyes
wind.
closed.
He'll wait a few minutes before climbing down and dusting himself off and leaving the room.
Awesome. You do see down below they have cracked into the catering. The volunteers are all sort of placidly eating. There's not a
Do
lot
they
of
seem
conversation happening, but they are sitting still, and they are, every so often lifting up, taking a mechanical bite, putting it back down.
Hmm. And what about the other people, like the ones who are actually like using the place or visiting here or like the residents?
They seem normal. There's a moment where they're like, "Is that for us, or is that just for employees?" And one of the volunteers will be like, "No, come on, enjoy."
Well, Fletch will make a note of that as well, and then for now make his way out and check on the Spyro to see if it picks up on anything else and try to reconvene with the team if nothing prevents him from doing so.
Awesome. Gatorman and Overdrive. What are you up to?
I think after a couple moments of, so what'd you find? Did you go in a tunnel? All right, he'll call back.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, rule number one, you don't crap where you eat. So let's go see if they have like a crazy evil base here, right? If he owns the tower,
Okay.
do you have a better idea? We can run around town, get frozen lemonades. I didn't want to tell her, but the lemonade thing sounded good.
Yeah. So you want me to scout this building?
I don't have the property list. That's more Bowman thing. So yeah, let's look around here.
Okay.
And you look and I'll see if I can sniff out anything weird. We'll meet in the
That's a
middle.
good idea.
All right.
So, doo-doo-doo-doo. Where's my quickness at these days?
I bet it's pretty high.
Yes. Although the problem becomes I have so many variant speed powers. Which one do I have? Good Lord. I'm fast.
I am speed.
Da, 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 da. Quickness 12. I
Perfect.
imagine I could do a pretty thorough search of this building with quickness 12 in very little time. Yes?
You can. Are you guys splitting up?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
I can't keep up with you, so
right. I mean, again, with the quickness 12, I don't imagine we'll be split for quote unquote long.
like I said, while you're doing that, I'm gonna use my track and sniffer and see if I can
Yeah, he's
follow
gonna
where she's
sniff, I'm
gone.
gonna search, and hopefully in a round or two we'll both have something to contribute, maybe.
We'll convene on the same spot and go right here, right here. We high five, it'll be great.
Yes.
Give me a perception check, Overdrive.
Do, do, do. So many windows. That's a 36. Oh, that's a nat 20. Ka-ching!
Overdrive. How many nat 20s are you gonna get today?
Shh, don't jinx it. I don't often do this well. It is
So
the apocalypse.
Overdrive, as you go rushing off to scan the building as fast as you can, you go rushing up. Are you starting top to bottom or bottom to top?
Top to bottom.
Yeah,
I find her threaring binder full of evil plans.
as you get
Oh,
near the
me it.
top, you're rushing through one of the hallways, and your super speed senses you immediately pick up that there's something hokey about this hallway, and you duck, dip, dodge, and dive through a collection of traps, sort of various snares and tripwires and clotheslines that was meant to throw you off as a woman emerges dressed in blue, wielding a blue energy sword, ready to attack you.
Oh,
But you saw this coming.
I
So
did see this coming. This is like
you were
bullet time on steroids. Do I have time to go down and bring my friend Gatorman up here to face the woman in blue?
probably.
Alrighty then.
I'm gonna go in this zero. Why am I upstairs?
Zip zap. There she is.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, I mean, good to see you. Oh, we found something.
And yeah, she looks sort of like Janet, but she's dressed in blue and she has a blue crescent moon scarred onto her face.
This is like the opposite of a trap I escaped in college. My friend was sending out this text message that had allowed inappropriate things on it, but my phone was so old that it started loading and I realized what was happening and I snapped the phone shut before I embarrassed myself in class. That's right. Reverse
So
speed is
fast.
also good.
Your phone was so old. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Shut
All right.
Gatorman.
Two of you go ahead and roll for initiative.
All right, so clicky on the token.
Feels like a silly thing to ask Overdrive to do, but
Nonsense.
oh my god.
I hate to say it, but there's another nat 20. Ka-ching! 57.
Wasn't it wasted on initiative since, even if you rolled a 1, you'd be going before everyone else?
Not necessarily. I remember a player in my game had a speedster and was always going first, and then I put in a villain with seize the initiative and watched him crumble. It's terrible.
Well, Overdrive, you rush down, you grab Gatorman. The woman is still here. She sort of narrows her eyes at you and gives you a bow squint.
Bow squint? I thought she had a sword.
She does have a sword,
Oh, okay.
but the squint is unmistakable.
Oh no. Another one of Bowman's illegitimate children.
They made a bow baby.
Oh,
La 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 la. With
Hold
all
on.
this list of things.
Get out the label maker, bow baby.
Not the label maker.
Da, da, da. Well, let's see here. Oh, how do I not have... I don't have that improved disarm business. All right, I guess I'm going to try an old-fashioned disarm and knock that sword out of her hand.
Awesome. You don't have improved disarm?
No, what's the matter with me? All these
Well,
points
you'll make
flying
it at a
around.
-2 penalty.
Okay, so an attack roll at a -2 penalty. Da, 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 da. So that's actually only a 21.
That will miss.
That seems rude, and it's 9-10, and I have all these hero points. So let's go ahead and spend one of them and re-roll that. I feel like I really want to disarm this person. Oh, good
Hmm.
God.
Kind of feels like you don't.
Okay, and no, hold on. That was a hero point reroll, so that becomes an 11. Damn it. It's only a 24?
Which will also miss.
Wow, doesn't that suck? All right.
So you race forward at super speed to try to take the sword from her, and she seems to move with almost supernatural reflexes as she's able to keep the sword at bay from you.
Hey, you're not supposed to be able to do that.
She grunts
Get
at
her,
you,
Gator
but
Man.
does not make a noise.
But a
Get her.
grunt is a noise.
Well, she doesn't say a word. She just
There, see?
she grunts at you in derision. Gator Man.
Oh, see now. Yeah.
So this one we could. All right, fine. I'll punch this one. Where?
Punching this one is acceptable.
Why? Because they have a sword? That seems silly.
And
I mean-
doesn't have a baby. No baby? The
That's
Pan.
the rule.
Yes.
We'll go flying burrito. We're not going to punch her yet. We're just going to try and grab her. Sure, all out for 5. Yeah. 31 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit. That's not good.
Just a strength check. Because I'm not hurting
Strength
her.
or
I'm just trying to
dodge.
wrap her up. Yeah, strength or dodge.
Ooh, he remembers getting lawyered last week
I do.
by Jace Kestrel.
It
The
was
Jason is Jason.
10 plus strength, right?
Yep.
Or 15. She got
I've
it
given
close.
you his kryptonite. I don't know what else you want me to do.
She gives you a 31 and is able to sort of bat your arms away with the sword and duck out of the way.
Okay, we tried to play nice. Clearly, it's time to get brutal.
By the way, what's your name? I'm Xavier. Nice to meet you.
No, don't give me your real name.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Gatorman. Nice to meet you. I'm still new to the hero thing.
Giving out secret identity is generally bad.
When you say it's time to get brutal, she does smirk at you. And she's going to give Overdrive one of these.
What? What's one of these?
One of those with the energy katana.
You know they mean business when they're bending light just to make their sword look cool.
I know, right?
It's just like trying too hard.
32 to hit your parry, Overdrive.
Yeah.
I'll
Bro.
I'll interpose that.
Oh. Wow.
What is your
No,
parry,
no.
Gatorman?
Oh, that'll hit.
I know, but how
Right.
about how much?
Oh, yeah, but now it's like a 15 total.
Okay, so you're
Ooh.
looking for a DC is 28.
Sure. Plus one.
Oh.
19. So bruise into days.
Yeah, that'll be a bruise in a days.
Got it.
As she goes to slice Overdrive up real good, Gatorman, you dive in the way, and she takes a couple of
hold
chunks out.
Hold on a second. Do-do-do. I know. I can use my luck point on others, so I'm going to spend one of my luck points so that Gatorman can re-roll that. This seems like a bad time for bad things to happen to Gatorman, so there you go. Re-roll that toughness save, Gatorman. You can do better than a 4.
Bowman, one day you will have a fun ninja fight.
So with the reroll,
That's a
that's
27.
20. Comes to 28.
Oh, it's my
Which is just plus
shoulder.
one as well.
Aha.
Yeah. Ow.
And she will use extra effort to disappear.
Oh, lame.
Maybe.
The nose knows.
The nose knows.
The nose probably knows. But there's a flash of light and she disappears from the hallway that you guys are in. I'm going to give the two of you a hero point as
Oh,
a
Lord.
trap goes off in the hallway.
Rude.
I need both of you to make a dodge check followed by a toughness check.
I assume evasion applies to this dodge check.
Yes, it will.
So +5 on this.
A -4 to this. 20.
It's just a dodge check.
24. Yeah, it's just a dodge check. 24, I guess, will be good enough. I may need
you'll-
it for the toughness save.
You will both make the dodge check. So now I need a
Woo!
toughness for DC 20. Unless Gatorman, I think your impervious is above 10.
Da, da, da.
Oof. All right, well, glad I saved that hero point.
It's just a bruise. You'll be all right.
Really? All right. Give me back my hero point. Please.
There you are.
Thanks.
How do I-
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, impervious is 14.
So
Okay, so you're fine. As the hallway fills with these sort of spinning blades that come rocketing down Overdrive, you get a little bit of a scratch, but Gatorman, they just sort of pink off harmlessly against you.
is hits where you track your bruises
Yes.
on this
Yep.
character sheet? Okay. So it'll automatically adjust my toughness save if I put a hit in there.
Yep.
Okay. Look at that, everybody. I learned something or relearned something about Roll20 today.
Yeah.
It's been a while
Never
since
get
Overdrive
hit.
had to bleed his own blood.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Wow.
Overdrive, over to you.
Okay, and she disappeared. That's rude. Um, She didn't just appear in the hallway there, right? She came out a door.
You think she may have emerged from the ceiling?
Is there a visible access point where she came through the ceiling?
There's air ducts.
Oh, not this again. Um, you know, on the off chance that she's an invisible sort, um, because it is selective. So I'm gonna unleash the pound cloud here in the hallway and hedge out my boy Gator Man. So that is burst area strength damage. So she will get a 16 for half. And of course that's strength base, so that will be
She doesn't seem to be
24.
around.
Okay. Well, it was worth a shot. All right.
But you punched the hallway up really good.
I know, right?
Oh, oh.
Sniff her out, Gator Man.
All right. Take a big whiff. I have accurate and tracking, so
Oh,
see
dear.
if we can figure out where she went. Ja. It's 25.
She does. You can't get a smell for her. It's almost as if the whole hallway has been filled with some kind of cherry blossom smell.
I'm willing to sniff harder. I believe. God bless. So 33.
You do finally get a sense for where she is. She seems to be on the other side of the other end of the hallway.
Other side of a door or wall or.
She is on the other side of one of the bedrooms, or one of the other apartments.
All right. You're gonna love this part. Yeah, full tilt towards the door.
The Kool-Aid Man attack.
100%. Yeah.
Man, what a cool panel!
no.
Gatorman exploding through the door with the ninja
Yes.
down with the sword looking up at the mad frothing gator.
Yes. Get up, get down with the gator.
Ninjas or gator, which one's deadlier? Let's find out. So yeah, just try and barrel through the door.
Not ninja versus gator.
Welcome to Animal Planet.
You said you got a 31?
Yeah,
33.
or 33. Yeah.
With a 33, you smell that there's actually more than one of them behind this door.
Oh,
Multiple ninjas.
several bogeys. Get ready, it's about to get fun. See, do you want anything but a 1 for the door? I don't know if it's even.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to roll to
door.
hit the door. But we'll call it a slam attack against her. I'll just give you you have accurate for your smell, so I won't even give you a penalty to hit because you're using your nose to guide your nose guided missile.
The nose knows.
Nose guy to gator.
Yes.
Boom. Found more than 2s on the dice.
You come barreling through the door, but she seems ready for it.
That's fine. Oh, it's ladies.
And you see there are 3 of them in there, all armed with similar looking weapons.
3, huh?
Yep. All right. Extra effort. And let's give them all the good old tail slap. So, didn't show it on there. So, dodge DC 20.
And that'll hit all 3 of them.
Mhm.
1. Oh my god. 2. 3. The 3 of them will make the initial dodge save.
So it's only half effect, so DC 20 toughness.
Yeah. Oh no. Bruising a daze for 1. Oh no. Stagger for the other one. And the other one's okay.
And then all 3 of them need a fort save, DC 15.
Oh no.
Linked effects.
said 15 or 16?
Just 15. It's normally DC 20, so half effect is 15.
Okay. The staggered one fails by 1 degree.
She is prone.
She just eats shit and gets tail blasted out of the way. The other
Yeah.
two do a sort of cool ninja dodge, mostly getting out of the way, but the other one just gets obliterated, thrown backwards, and slams into the couch in the living room of this penthouse. She doesn't
But you
make a
said there
noise
was-
as she hits the ground.
I thought you said there were 6. I'm losing count. Found him. And yeah, it's me.
Awesome. The staggered one's going to take the recover action and just lay there for a minute and think about her life choices. The other two are going to team attack Gatorman.
Rude.
One's going to use 5 points of power attack. The other one's going to keep their regular bonus to hit. So here's the aid. That'll be plus 5 DC for the aid. Yeah. Ooh, I get a critical hit on Gatorman.
Oh.
That's
Sure
not
enough.
good. So Gatorman, that'll be a DC 38.
Oh.
No, 5 points of power, 5 points of critical, 5 points of multi-attack, 5 points of teamwork. That'll be a DC 43.
I like it. Yeah. Oh.
I think that's an unconscious Gatorman.
Yep. Got last one. Use it or lose it. So that becomes 13. So yeah, 27.
43 and 27 is 16.
Mm-hmm.
That's still an unconscious Gatorman.
Sure enough.
That's not good. So yeah, Gatorman, you blast through this door, you knock one of them down. Two of them sort of give each other not even the briefest moment of eye contact before they both draw their swords and just start slicing you to bits, stabbing into pressure points and just sort of stabbing you up pretty good. And you're knocked out into the hallway, unconscious in front of Overdrive. Overdrive, what would you like to do?
Well, time to get extra busy. So I will zip through there, laying out the pound cloud so they can all make dodge for half. So the dodge, blah blah blah. Okay, there it is. Okay, so the
Ooh, no, okay.
dodge will be DC 16 for half.
Two of them succeed. The one who keeps rolling bad fails.
Okay, so the one who fails needs a toughness 24. The ones who made it need a toughness 19.
So the one who fails, she'll take another bruise. And then the ones who succeeded, one has a bruise. Ooh, what was the succeed DC?
Succeed DC is a DC 19 toughness.
19, so she'll take a bruise in a daze. And then the last one is unharmed. She'll take a bruise in a daze as well.
All right, and then I am going to spend a hero point to surge and speed wake my unconscious ally out of the danger zone.
Are you leaving the area, or are you just
I believe I have the movement to get him out of the area, yes.
yeah, are you coming back, or are you gonna go get friends?
I believe. Can I? Can I get to where? Can I get back to? Can I get back to the Nexus with the movement I have left?
How much can you move in one move action?
Yeah, you asked me this question. La 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 la. You don't. Are you sure you want me to answer this question? You do want me to answer this question. 4,000 miles around.
Around? Wow.
Yeah. Well, I guess technically if I'm using speed wake, I'm down to 1,000 miles per round. Sorry.
Oh,
That's
okay.
more reasonable.
Only much more reasonable.
Much more
Yeah.
reasonable.
Yeah, you can get there in a movie.
Okay.
action.
We found ninjas. It's bad. They can see Gator Man's kind of, not in good shape.
Gator Man is knocked out.
We got ninjas. It's bad.
We got ninjas.
He can't even quip. He's sleeping.
Where's Centuria?
Wait, what? Oh my God. And
Heal
she'll,
him, and I'll speed wake us out. I'll speed wake us right back. Come on.
put a timeout on that at the moment, I suppose, right, Alex?
Boo. Nope. Roll your initiative and get in here.
I didn't ask for exposition. I asked for initiative. Come on.
Well, it's gonna take 6 seconds at the very least for Resonant to heal Gator Man.
Yeah,
So,
well, that's 6 seconds. Now we're rolling.
all right, let me roll my healing power.
Who knows what those ninjas are going to do in that 6 seconds? We got to get back there.
One tick.
I like that Overdrive thinks that because his 6 seconds is like
This
10
is an
hours.
eternity.
Right? Yeah.
Taking so long.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Remember when Barry and Iris lived an 80-year life building that machine in Infinite Crisis
Yep.
while the explosion was happening? That was cool as hell.
Okay. Heal check. Healing power. For
That
23.
will heal Gatorman of his ailments. But by the time you race back, they seem to have disappeared from the building.
They're ninjas.
That newly reconscious sniffer.
Oh,
Come on, Gator Man, you got to find them. We can't let them get away with what they did to you. Come on.
I don't know
What
what they did to me.
What happened?
Knocked down a door and a bunch of pretty ladies stabbed me with swords and things got really dark.
Yeah, it had this weird,
Why
like,
did you
we can't
why
say
did you break down a
lightsaber. George
door?
Lucas.
Because razor blades.
Okay, we were looking for clues and we found traps and laser ninjas. It was crazy.
It was nuts.
The longest 6 seconds of my life.
And not one, but two test tube babies. One of them's named Larry.
I know this sounds crazy, Resonant. I get
It's-
that.
No, I'm just really confused how this is the outcome of you looking for Bowman's friend.
Well, yeah, we had to investigate and we found laser ninjas. Like, stuff happens.
3 blonde laser ninjas. I knocked one on her butt. The other two showed me a good time.
Okay. I'm assuming we're in the hallway where Gator Man got knocked out.
Well, yeah, you could probably see the wrecked door where he smashed through and
But I'm assuming that's where you took us back to.
yes, of course.
Okay.
Back to the scene of the crime.
Oh, yeah.
I am a good investigator, you know.
He's a reporter. We learned things about each other. We bonded.
I'm a
And your name
sports
is
journalist.
Okay.
And your real name is Xavier.
Okay. Our
Oh, yeah. Let me see if I can see where they went. We'll see if I can track it.
I'm gonna start pacing at Mach 6.
Give me a perception check.
Sure. +2. 31.
They seem to have disappeared as if they were teleported away from here.
Ooh.
But
They
you're
didn't,
pretty
like, walk
sure that
out.
there
They
were
pooped out.
probably 12 or 15 more of those ninjas in this building.
How did I miss 12 to 15 ninjas?
Speed ninjas.
Oh,
They were very fast.
that's true. Yeah, they're all kind of hot. I see what Fletch was.
Confused. Disarmed. Dismayed.
Distracted.
Well, I guess we better get you
yeah.
back to the Nexus, huh?
No.
No?
No. If you guys ran into ninjas while investigating, where is Bowman?
He went through a tunnel and he hung up on
He
us.
wanted to do his own thing. Like, it was weird. Like, we were gonna help him, and then he's like, you guys go check this out. I got some other stuff to do. You know. All
I've got his car
mysterious,
down.
like,
Yeah, and she'll.
I mean, we
Mortis,
did call him on the phone.
Mortis is there, right?
Yes. I'm assuming Mortis had no choice.
Of course not.
Yeah.
The wake
Mortis
is all
walked
inclusive,
through
baby.
Mortis doesn't even get time to tell Resident what happened when he went to see the Fates. He just gets yoinked away.
I
He's
still went
just
to see the
there with
Fates.
a wedding invitation in his hand and just a frazzled
Yes.
look on his face.
So Resident will look at Mortis and go, Bowman's by himself again, and they ran into ninjas. This isn't gonna end well.
So speedboat over to the Operation Care Package, whatever the heck it's called.
Give me, well, 1 second.
Close enough.
I'm gonna extend my magical senses and see if there's anything mystical or anything magical that happened in this room.
There's a magical baby called Larry, 4 floors down.
I'm pretty sure that's scientific.
Maybe. Technically, isn't all life magical? That's what.
Oh.
That is a 43 on my magic. Or well, actually, sorry. Let's keep the 19. It should have been a perception roll. It makes it a 41.
Okay. There does not appear to be any sort of magical teleportation that took place. You think there may have been a scientific teleportation that took place.
Okay. Okay. Then I let them know that nothing magical here.
Well,
It's
that's a
all-
relief because scientific teleporters are so much. What are we saying?
Yeah. Well, let's go find Bowman.
I mean, I could try and call him again. I've got his car downstairs. You want to try that?
I'll call him. And she clicks the communicator for the team.
That could take so long. Pacing.
I swear to God, if he gave us the FU button, then it's when I answer to Resonant. I'm going to.
Well,
Meanwhile, back at Project Custodian.
That's it. Care package custodian. It was a C in there somewhere.
Bowman, what are you doing now?
I guess because he was in the vent for a bit, this might be the point where he's reaching his car, I guess.
Or were you leaving?
The spy arrow is in there. He couldn't get anything from Juliet. He couldn't get anything from not Gregory. And someone was coming after him, so he at least knows he's kicked the hornet's nest. So yeah, he was going to head back for his car and then probably make his way back to the quiver to properly compare notes.
Perfect. When you get back into your car, will you make a will save for me?
Oh, there we go. Uh, 23.
Are you happy with the 23?
There's the continued Bowman doesn't roll above a 10.
I'm so torn because I want to see what's going to happen.
Yes.
Stop.
Yes.
I mean, Calvin is a chaos agent, so
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Let the quadruplets flow through you.
Oh, I only
no.
have one hero point anyway, so surely I won't die from a single will save.
Oh,
No,
Well, you
Bowman
might kill us,
is just going over the case in his head. He's making his way back to the car. It is some kind of Ferrari. He had the Barchetta last time, so it's probably that.
Downtown.
So as you get into your car and you're thinking of the case, you're getting ready to start heading back towards the quiver. You do see Resonant's phone call pop up on the dash, but
That's quick explode.
oh, it
You
shouldn't
sort of-
pop up. It shouldn't be to his car. It's to the comm he wears in his ear.
oh, I thought you were calling him on his cell phone. Okay.
No.
Weird. This
It's-
phone
Didn't
must
have
be
time to.
Resonant.
It's like, yeah, I specifically said the team comms.
As you go to answer, you feel these hands on the back of your head, and everything's okay. You have nothing suspicious to report about what happened here at Project Custodian. And everybody should probably meet you back at the quiver so that you could have a stern talking to them about violating the privacy of your employees.
Oh, okay. Yes. So I guess he would still answer the communicator then.
well, yeah. How else you gonna tell us to come in and get scolded?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he will answer and he will say in the Bowman voice, I need to meet all of you at the Quiver right now.
What happened?
We just need to have a chat.
Yeah, we do, but are you sure? The Quiver? I mean, the Nexus is a bit more secure at the moment.
You're pretty sure.
I said quiver. Jeez,
Um,
he sounds really mad.
no, it has to be there. This is something to do with the city, so it has to be somewhere in the city. And it's to do with Southside, so it has to be in Southside.
We failed this city.
I'm gonna make an insight roll.
Jesus.
This
Why did
city's
he send me
disappointed in you.
We're just two amateur
Did
journalists
someone
trying to
say
do the best.
insight?
Bowman being slightly mean to Resident.
Yeah,
Red
Bowman not
flag.
immediately agreeing with Resident on anything is a red flag.
there's a red flag. 34, Alex.
Yeah,
Are you
Bowman's not
happy with
usually
the
this
34?
grumpy with you. That's weird.
He's using that voice with you. What voice? I don't know.
We can come to you. There's enough trouble running around that I don't know that
Hey,
Oh,
didn't mean you.
that was rather pointed. I
No, it
mean,
wasn't.
trouble running around. I mean, geez. Gatorman
Not
doesn't
every-
run around.
Not everything is about you.
But you just said running around. Trouble.
it's hard not to
Oh.
infer that, Resonant. I'm just going to say him.
It sounds like you have everyone together. So I will meet you there. The last thing this place needs is more superheroes showing up.
Hey. Man, he's
Click.
really. Sheesh.
And he takes the communicator out of his ear and just tosses it into the passenger seat.
Something's wrong.
Gee, no kidding.
No. Something's really wrong. I don't. Bowman said that they didn't need any more superheroes showing up here. But he's the only one that showed up there, and you guys showed up here.
Yeah.
Something is off.
Oh, yeah. He went. It's the Fletch.
Right.
Hmm.
So we'll meet him outside the entrance to the Quiver. He showed you guys where it was. He showed you where it was.
Yeah. First time.
We're not going into the Quiver. We will meet him outside of it.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like we're going to win that race, but yeah.
Yes, I expect to, in more ways than one. She's got.
That sounds like permission. Here we go.
It's like it's Dave and Mortis.
One more problem about to run around. Let's go.
Hey. Oh, there it was again.
That was
Jeez.
more-
But
friendly
Andy,
banter this
have
time.
you considered how cool it would be if you guys all had to fight Bowman in the boat cave?
No, I'm not
that's-
giving him.
Have you
home field
considered how
advantage.
cool that would be for me?
Yes, I have, and I'm not giving him home field advantage.
That's kind of where I was going.
Do you know how long it took me to label half that bow cave? I'm not letting you screw this up.
Bow coin, bow dino. No, we are meeting. We are. I am going to. We are going to be arrayed outside the entrance to the Quiver.
I mean, the only problem is Resonant. I'm giving it back to Alex. They can't teleport, so they may already be there.
Yeah, but Fletch wasn't teleporting.
I don't know how ninjas work.
I mean, Bowman
Is that a
can't teleport.
standard ninja thing? They all teleport?
I was kind of a Rudy and football movie kind of guy, but no, let's see what we get.
Yep.
We're up to 12 blondes. 12
The one who
non-blondes?
mind controls isn't the one who teleports, so I can't just teleport Bowman there.
Yes.
Dang it.
The one who teleports is eating catering right now. Why did I make them all have different powers? Why couldn't they all just have the same powers over and over and over again?
That's how clones work.
Don't tell Overshadow that. Oh.
Is that the combined form of Mortis and, and Overdrive, Overshadow?
Oh, sorry, I was letting my Freedom City lore slip out. Sort of the Cobra Commander looking sort.
Mm.
He was the villain of our mega event last year.
Ah.
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
Kind of shadow himself.
He was
Oh,
defeated
yeah,
by
he has a
emotional
name.
damage.
You
Oh,
tr
you mean
they
the guy with the
traumatized him?
slipper? Oh,
He died
You
of
mean they
trauma.
traumatized him?
They did trauma him right to his face.
emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
They taught
You
him
got
empathy,
B
and
on
then he
your math
collapsed in on
test.
himself.
Alternate resistance. Emotional damage.
All right. Well, the other four heroes are arrayed outside the quiver as Fletcher comes rolling up with Fletcher's supercar.
Yeah, he's not gonna drive the Fletcher mobile into the quiver. Because that would be super suspicious if someone saw that.
OnStar, Mr. Bowman, do you know that your car is currently in a superhero headquarters?
Your car is currently off the grid in an unmarked area of the map of Freedom City.
Um,
Because OnStar would not know that the quiver is located in that location.
no, he
Well,
is he is going to park elsewhere,
This
and
isn't where I park my car.
moments later there will be an arrow that sort of pierces the street, and Bowman like, oh gosh, what's the thing where you're like hanging off of something and sliding down?
Grapple line
Oh,
or the
Yeah,
or the
Repel?
rappel
zipline.
or which
zip
that's
line.
the one, yeah, because he will zip line down holding the bow and then land and do a cool roll and land in front of the team. Um, how what exactly emotion is being applied to Bowman in this moment?
The you got some splaining to do, son emotion. Resident is sitting there because she knows something's wrong with you. So she's standing there. She's got her hands. They're not crossed, but she's very much in the okay, we're here. What's going on?
Yeah, Bowman, she's just so
You
judgy.
better have a good story.
There's such an air of superiority from her since she's got all the power and all the maturity, and it would be really nice if somebody shot her in the face.
Oh my God.
What?
God, I can't hear that in my world. Jeez.
Yeah, I'd take her down a peg though.
Ooh.
not
Um.
a notch or two.
If only somebody had the skills to shoot people in the face.
Man.
As,
So, yep.
as Bowman's kind of approaching, I'm going to be keeping an eye out for mysterious, invisible ninjas who I can sense their souls of. So,
Soul sense.
Mortis, here's a hero point.
Oh,
ah, the ninjas don't have souls?
Weirdly, all
I
these test
suspected.
tube kids do not.
Ooh.
Ooh, creepy.
Debates for science.
So Bowman will respond with, "What's going on is I spent too much time away from this city, and things that I care about have fallen by the wayside because I've been spending months at a time chasing after a wizard in another dimension."
You care about the city is why you've been chasing a wizard in another dimension because he's going to undo all of this. You know that.
Well, that's what all of you are here for. I I can't be spending time out there when everything that's important to me is here.
Everything important to you is here.
That's a pretty piercing question.
Because
Um,
seven's not here.
There's so many Sophies out in the multiverse.
Sounds like a load of bow crap to me.
Hmm.
Bullshit.
yeah, does that particular inquiry, like, does that have any effect on the mind control?
It really makes you mad. I'm going to give everybody a hero point
Oh,
as
Lord.
Uh,
the ninjas begin to appear and Bowman draws his arrow to attack everybody.
and he's just going to uh yeah, he's just gonna say there's a reason Eldritch didn't have one of those shards ready for me. I'm not one of you. I'm not a superhero like the rest of you. You all can deal with this nonsense. I spent too much time on it. I've left my city behind, and I've left my son behind, and I'm done with this team.
He suddenly cares about his son. Something's really wrong.
Yeah.
Damn it!
He remembers he has one. That's a red flag.
Yeah.
And on
Clearly,
that
you're not the real Bowman.
on
Surrender.
that excellent line, that's where we're going to go ahead and end this week's session before we come in next week for the Bowdown Showdown.
Cliffhanger.
Wait, are we playing next week?
No,
No.
Oh
2
my
weeks.
God,
Oh,
a 2 week
no.
cliffhanger. What are you doing?
2 week cliffhanger.
Good
All right.
God.
2 weeks to prepare.
Oh,
and
yeah.
see Freedom League
Yeah, that's
Dark
exactly
Arrows.
what he was planning. Son of a bitch.
You don't get any more power points, Calvin. You're now a bad guy.
No more
You
hero
are-
points for Bowman.
You
Does
are
that mean he
locked
gets
at your
challenge
level.
points?
No,
Yep,
I
Bowman
said
Stop,
power
gets challenge
Jonesy.
points.
I said power points. Not hero points, not challenge points. I said power points.
That's fine.
Challenge point arrow fire.
It's just a
Not
kid from
helping,
the
Jonesy.
1920s in a blue and red suit. Challenger point arrow.
That is what I thought the reference was.
Amazing. Well, this is going to be exciting. I need to tell Aunt Puppy to make some art for, like, Bowman versus everyone.
A fight that he will definitely.
Horribly.
He's got ninja friends.
Got ninja friends.
But he has a soul.
He does have a soul.
Oh,
Bowman goes in the soul vault until he chills out.
Time out for you.
To be fair, like a zillion years ago, before I had started playing, when the team was facing a corrupted Freedom League, I remember Bowman getting some pretty good hits in. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's true.
I kicked everyone's ass. I was playing Bowman at the time.
Yeah.
Then he got that tooth knocked out. Bowtooth is about to have a sibling.
oh.
Bowler.
Tell me which piece of you wants to be an archer next, and I'll take it.
Oh no.
Collecting all the bloody parts.
Well, that's exciting. I'm excited. It's gonna be good. Somebody has to tell Kat.
Mm-hmm.
Not it.
Yep, I got it.
But yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out with us here tonight. Just some news around the network. Like I said, we will be off next week because I'll be participating in the Mutants and Mastermind Developer Q&A over at the Atomic Think Tank. If you're a member over there, you can come and talk to me and Steve and ask questions and give us feedback and do all sorts of fun stuff. Tomorrow we'll have a new episode of the Titan City Serials podcast. We are closing in on the end of the first story arc, and the second story arc is almost done recording, so I'm excited to start spooling that up for everybody. And then next Tuesday, we should be here for City of Destiny, continuing our ongoing investigation into what's been going on with Telex and the commander's armor and all that good stuff. Yeah, I want to give it to my players to say goodbye, plug anything else they want to plug, and then we'll get out of here. And I'll start with Jonesy.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in tonight. It was a blast. My condolences for Bowman. Next week is going to be so painful for you. As far as news and stuff, we love Eminem. Eminem was cool. Eminem has a new release that just came out. Return of Shadow, an old 2E adventure, has been updated for 3rd edition, and it's available on PDF and Roll20 and all that fun stuff. So if you like to play super spies and fight, evil criminal organizations, it's pretty cool. So with that, I'll kick it over to Kevin.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in tonight, and watching Gatorman and I being the world's greatest detectives and fighting ninjas, and now the showdown with the Bowman. And he actually brought up that time when Bowman kicked all our asses. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. So be here in 2 weeks when we, get right down to business, kicking it down to Andy.
Hey everyone, I don't have too much to plug, but thank you for joining us tonight. Couple of weeks, I believe towards the end of April, Origins Game Fair events will go live for registration. They should go live for review before that, but if you're interested in coming to Columbus and playing games during the game fair, check that out and come see Alex or me or Deuce or Calvin or half the USP crew that's going to be there because there's a lot of games being run and a lot of fun to be had. Calvin?
All right. If I had a nickel for every time one of my characters betrayed the team, I'd have
3 nickels?
3.5.
Would those coins have a phoenix on them anywhere? Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Somebody
because
does it one time and he gets vilified forever.
Twice?
Somebody has done
Twice.
it three
You did it
times.
twice. But you were
Yeah.
Andy. We don't, you
Because
have a reputation.
there's this, and Alara left, and Ruby got mind controlled, and I feel like Dr. Barrister feels like Vincent betrayed him, so that's the half.
You set me on fire immediately.
I got
Not on
trauma in Alex's
purpose.
voice.
So yeah, I guess also come back for City of Destiny and see if I go for 4.
That's how Calvin gets you. Everybody likes Calvin.
It keeps working. And oh gosh, if you are on YouTube, please check out the Win with Dice channel. We actually had an episode today where we had an interview with Eld, who is working on the Shirtless on a Rooftop RPG, the SOAR RPG, which is like the Yakuza games, but as an RPG, and it's very cool. And we had a chat about how layout artists aren't appreciated enough, and I think that was very interesting. So also check that out. I don't want to forget to mention that. And with that, I'll pass it to, I don't think Deuce is gone yet.
Nope, and you better get ready for Bowman to have a long talk with the door, mister. Thank you so much for watching however you do. Those watching live, always appreciate it. Those watching after the fact, leave us a comment. Tell us what we did well, what we did poorly, or what you would do instead. Just glad you're here. Glad to see that some arcs develop, some things never change. Bowman betrays, Overdrive and Gatorman bond. It's great to see things develop as time goes on, but to keep with tradition of the year 2025, we have to introduce our Kevin fact for the day. Kevin fact number 80. Kevin fact thinks that the mullet is the most stylish of haircuts.
Hey, you got one that's true.
See? Add it to the list. So yeah, with that, we'll let Andy send us home, or Alex send us home. Andy, you can do it too, but it's fun. We'll let some trauma happen.
I'm fresh out of trauma.
Lies.
Later,
I think I gave out enough tonight. I don't think we need any more. I got to knock out Gatorman. I got to mind control Bowman. This is like all in all a win for the GM as far as I'm concerned. I never get to win. But yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out with us. We'll see you back here in a couple of weeks. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, be good people and play a game. Bye.